from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Earl Thomas is the rangiest free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area.
10 yards to go on third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
Second down, 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
9 yards to go. It's third down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll drop to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw here. Gets it to Strong. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. If you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Their dangerous wide receiver, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Panthers have taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And the tight end goes in motion left.
No, check, Patriot! Detroit!
The play clock's running down. Now back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Shift together here from the D-line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it's all going to come together.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So these 2 teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they'll run it on the toss. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll go on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Detroit! Over! Hurry up, here we go!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 70 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. In motion comes the tight end left. Again, it's Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense? Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 from Panther touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way.